Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you have been watching the videos, you've kind of seen the writing on the wall, but time to let the cat out of the bag. This trailer, it's going bye-bye. It's treated me really well. It's a Felling, it's a 2011 I believe, 15-ton tilt deck. So when I bought it, it was a hydraulic or a gravity tilt deck. I converted over to hydraulic. It's roughly, I don't remember, 26 or 27 feet total on the deck, and you're about to see what the new one is, and I'm excited. It is today is June 20th, and the new one isn't supposed to be in until, well, I think July 17th was the expected finish date, in another week or two. So I'm gonna go about, I don't know, six weeks or so without a trailer, without a big trailer to haul both pieces of equipment. That's gonna be a struggle, but the guy I'm selling this one to, I think he's kind of ready to get it. I want to make sure that he's serious about buying it before the new one's ready to go, and I can make do because all of the upcoming jobs are local. But check out this new one. And here it is. It is August 20th. A little bit longer than I anticipated, but it is here. I am excited. So this is a 25 plus 5, so a 25-foot flat, 5-foot dovetail. See, what upgrades did we do? It's a 20-ton rated with this truck and trailer combination in Indiana, up to 80,000 pounds, with the axle ratings for our state's bridge law. I should be able to get 39,000 pounds on it, and that is far more than I need right now, but it's what I want for the next 5 years with some of the feature plans I have. Some of the upgrades I did, you can see dual hydraulic ramps. We did dual hydraulic jacks. We did chain slots down both sides, which, to be honest, didn't know that I could order them on this trailer until I got to the process. We did two 36-inch boxes, one on each side. I am a little bit concerned. This hitch sits really high on this truck, and it's going to be it's always close to the bed, and you can tell a trailer has touched before. I don't know if a previous owner maybe put it up, hooked to a trailer, or what happened, but I can't really lift the trailer up anymore in the front. Now, can't tell you what it is. We got 7 ton of material, and it might be in this video, might be in another video, in the bed of the truck. It's square, it's not angular, if that gives you any hints of what it is. But so the truck is sitting a little low, but my concern is going to be if I'm ever off-road with this trailer, I gotta be careful to make sure those boxes don't get into the ground or rocks or cause any damage. But these ramps are gonna be well worth their weight in gold over the next 10 or 15 years, because I plan on keeping this trailer for quite some time, especially with how much money I paid. So we've got 2 toolboxes on the side. I expected the hydraulics to be in here, which is part of the reason why I ordered the dual toolboxes. But no, we've got some stuff to caging bolts for the brakes in here. Otherwise, I'm gonna take those out. We've got perfect storage for all of our chains and binders up here. I might at some point add the square tubing like what I had on my last trailer across the front. But this is it. The day's here. I'm excited, and I was supposed to start a big job out of town today. Well, I was supposed to start Monday, then we pushed it to Wednesday, and then Thursday, and today is Thursday, but it poured last night. In this area alone, we got about 4 inches of rain. That area is even further northeast. I don't know exactly how much they got, but they had it worse than us as far as what the radar showed. But I got to get some equipment moved around, get some stuff loaded on the trailer for tomorrow. So show a quick time lapse of that, and then we'll get back to some trailer details. All right, so first thoughts on this trailer. Having the equipment loaded on it. When I was originally looking at these trailers, I was dead set on I want full width ramps. My thought is one of my next purchases very well could possibly be a mini skid steer, like a MT100. Some people call them dingoes. I think they're mini skid steer loader or mini track loader. I don't know. An MT100 equivalent is a good chance of seeing one in the next year or so. And I knew I want the ramps to be able to go up, put the machine sideways on the front, still load my other two pieces of equipment, have 3 machines at the job site at one trip. That's what I want. And man, am I glad I didn't, because otherwise, how would I have done that? I don't know. I wouldn't have. And I could have put it on the front of the trailer like I always did with my tilt deck, just because weight wise it worked out a lot better. I'd put the blade up here. The boom would be about a foot from the bed. I think maybe one time I was making a very sharp turn loaded in a cul-de-sac and the bed came in contact with the boom. It was one of those where like it basically just touched. I kept stopping and getting out, checking it. I didn't have a choice. I had to get turned around. There was no way I was going to be able to back out onto that road by myself without a spotter. Nevertheless, this is where we are. So my thought when I picked out the size, I know I could easily use an extra 5 feet. So it's 25 plus 5. I could have easily used 30 plus 5 and still not be able to bring everything I'd want. But with this trailer, I've already got my axles probably at least 8 feet further back than my tilt deck, which it pulls nice. It's going to pull nice. But the trouble is I'm coming through a 20-foot gate and right here's where I'm turning around and putting it back there. It's tight here. It could be tighter. I'm not complaining about that, but I never work in a place that I think, man, I just have more room than I know what to do with. So I don't want to go too long. I wanted a reasonable length, and I know with this setup, I guess I don't know, I haven't confirmed yet. I'm almost positive with this setup, I can put my rake and bucket on the front, that machine with the roller, and still have room for the excavator. In all reality, this excavator could go about another foot further back, roughly. I've got another foot between the machines that I could lose. And I mean, I unhook from the rake when I transport, because otherwise the arms sit up high and you end up scraping the door seal, opening the door. So I got another foot up here. So right there's 3 feet pretty easily. I'm very confident I can, because I have a lot of jobs that it's excavator, skid steer, roller, rake, and bucket. They go to almost all my jobs. This job, I don't need the roller, so I've got a little extra room. I would like to have enough, oh my gosh. What happened? I need to take a moment of silence for that one. First huge scratch. Man, I'll bet you that was the landing gear of the trailer that was on here. Ooh, it's an expensive trailer to have a big scratch like that already. It's gonna get used for work, but man, I'm not ready for it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. This combination should work great. I'd love to have an extra 5 feet, but to be honest, I don't quite have room for it. So some of my first thoughts on this trailer, I haven't taken it loaded anywhere. I brought the skid steer home last night on it, which is a whole nother story. This trailer was supposed to be delivered to a local heavy towing wrecker yard. They were gonna lift it off because it comes on a stacked load. They were gonna lift it off for me, set it on the ground. I'd hook up to it and drive off. Easy as that, couple $100, move on. I could lift this trailer in the air with these two pieces of equipment. I can't operate both of them at the exact same time. I can't guarantee I'm gonna have help when they come, and I'd have to do it out on the county road because it's gonna be, it could be done, but it's gonna be hard to get a 48-foot trailer through that 20-foot gate. So pay a couple $100, move on. Well, I've already pushed this job off too many days. I don't want to keep pushing it off. I need this trailer. I'm working out of town. I don't want to make multiple trips up there, and then as soon as I'm done moving equipment, the trailer shows up and all that time is wasted. So I've been waiting on this trailer for this job, and it was supposed to be shipping out Monday, be here Tuesday afternoon. Found out Tuesday, it didn't ship until the morning of Tuesday. So then they said it would be here Wednesday. Tuesday or so, talked to the driver. The driver said, hey man, I've got a stop up north, stop over in Illinois, and I'm not gonna be back to you to drop yours off until somewhere about 8:30 at night. So I'm like, oh man, that means one more day pushing this job off, which is not what I wanna do. So called a buddy, I'm like, hey, here's the situation I'm in. Do you have the time and the manpower to help me get this off at 8:30 at night? Yep, no problem. So we're ready for getting this off. About 3 o'clock, he's like, hey man, the load before you, the wrecker, is yet to even show up, so we're gonna be a couple hours late. They didn't get there till 9:50. And at 9:45, we had a torrential downpour and got 4 to 5 inches of rain. And I'm gonna guess we probably got 2 inches of it in the 45 minutes it took to get this off. It's always something, but we have it. I'm happy. Other first thoughts, worried about these boxes. I don't know. Nervous about how low they are. I like this added courtesy step on the front. It's a nice feature. Let's see what else. These the hold downs for the ramps are designed well. So basically it's got plenty of room. If they start bleeding off, it'll catch into that notch. I guess I can't. It's got a secondary latch right here. Bleeds down, goes into that notch, and the ramps can't go any further. Just makes it a little easier when you go to unhook them. If they're not perfectly upright, you can still pull it out far enough to clip it off. Button is pretty well recessed in there for the ramps. It's nice, I like it. We've got, I assume that's the hydraulic and battery box down below. We've got a spare tire underneath in the front. Then I already showed this compartment real fast, but oh, I was going the wrong way. Right here, we got a magnet button. So basically, oh, that's up, down, and back up. Man, it is dirty because the bed got wet and all of the slush came to the back. But there we are. I'm gonna get this equipment chained down, the attachment strapped, and see what I think about these chain slots. I think I'm gonna like them. Hopefully I don't hate them. Well, one thing I failed to bring up so far is it came with this power plug. I've never seen it before. I'm sure it's probably a common plug. I'm gonna have to add this to my truck to keep the batteries charged. Batteries, I don't know if it's one or multiple. Nevertheless, I need to get that plug on the truck so that way I can keep the trailer charged, not have issues. For now, I'm gonna coil it up, tie it out of the way. Honestly, that might end up just being a winter project. I don't know. We're gonna be pretty swamped still for, I mean, it's looking like September and October. I don't know. See if we can get to it before then. I'd like to, but work comes before, paying work comes before paying to work, for me at least. Some of the stuff you have to prioritize so you don't have downtime, but nevertheless, back to the trailer. We got attachments strapped down, machines strapped down, machines chained down. This is the only area I wasn't a fan of so far. Everything else came out pretty nice. We got a strap over the bucket and a bucket. What I don't like about this is I wish there was another chain slot right here. We've got there. Really need one here. There. I think the solution would have been spin that machine around, put it to the front, have a little bit better of a layout, put the bucket back here where maybe a strap is touching a chain instead of chains. They're not pushing on each other by any means, but I don't like having them crossed and that close together. Other than that, went pretty well. And I think it is about ready to head to a job site. There's one issue so far. I don't know if I'd call it an issue. One thing I just do not like about this trailer so far. I'm disappointed, but I'm gonna save that for most likely I'm gonna try to do a 4 or 6 month update over winter covering the trailer. I give a little bit more of my feedback after I use it for a while. I don't know if it's gonna truly be an issue or not, but right now I'm not super happy about it. Don't want to bring it up because it might not be a long-term issue, I don't know, but other than that one thing, I am thrilled about this trailer. Super excited. I might just, I don't know, I might sleep out here tonight. No, I'm not. I like memory foam. But there we have it. I'm gonna get this backed into the parking spot so that way early morning tomorrow I can head out and go north to work on a job. Appreciate you watching this video. A little bit different from what I normally do. Next video up is going to be a retaining wall. Teased about it a little earlier in the video. I've got 7 ton of block in the truck. We're gonna start on it tomorrow, be it Friday, August 21st. So I think the trailer video is gonna come out, retaining wall is gonna come out after that. Retaining wall is most likely gonna be 2-part video because we've got, it's not a huge wall, but it's a very intricate wall with how we have to build it. So stay tuned, check out those videos. I appreciate you watching, and subscribe to the channel so that way 4 to 6 months from now, you can see if I love or hate this trailer. I think it's gonna be love, but we'll see. I appreciate it.